But I guess my point is that whether I was in the UN or the Red Cross, literally in Iraq or South Sudan, or I was in Iowa telling a story about like an activation around a breakfast pizza special, or I'm at Air working with the Rizzler on a basketball court making a fake Steve Jobs ad with Kareem Rama. Like the thing is, and I really do believe this, and not to sound like cynical or cavalier, but like it's kind of all the same. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, like now I'm selling 1-0s. Before I was selling Coke and smokes, the drink Coke, and then before that I was selling at least the idea of why you should support this cause, right? Like a
Yeah.
really powerful cause. And what I'm really doing though is like, you're on your phone and I need to get you to stop for like a quarter of a second. And that's only become harder, right? And like, I love the challenge of like, I didn't know what Air was when I joined Air, the company. I met
Yeah.
Shane. I really kind of like was enamored of him and found him to be really charismatic. And I was like, I would love to figure out a way to market this. Whatever this thing that you're doing is really fascinating to me. And I think in a way, like when you're working in a humanitarian space, it's pretty powerful. You're like, yo, these kids need help. And that's a really powerful story to tell. And like, you do that and you're like, okay, like I really like want to challenge myself as a storyteller, as a marketer, as a communications person, as a campaigner. Like, how do you sell breakfast pizza in Missouri? Can you do that? Like, you think you're pretty good? Like, I won Webbies at the Red Cross. I felt really good about it. I was like, okay, can I do this thing at a gas station? I did okay there. And I was like, cool, can I do this in B2B SaaS? Like maybe the hardest category, frankly, of all, right? You know better than anyone to get, how do you make people give a fuck about a software platform that they don't, it's not like, we're not, like you said, we're not curing cancer. So I don't know. To me, I love that challenge, and that's what keeps me going.
No, it's beautiful. Steve Jobs had a great line where storytellers are the most powerful people in the world. And because I also have the thesis that, dude, people experience the world in stories. Like, I think people have already bought, like, I think the purchase already happens in the mind. Yeah. And then it's our job as marketers to give them the story that they can tell themselves post hoc of why they're so smart for buying this, why they bought this, why they can tell their partner they're the most brilliant person on the planet because now I'm not using Google Drive like a barbarian. I have Air. I'm a person of culture and sophistication, not some savage clicking around in 78 different horrible color palettes